Welcome to our kitchen.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna go over appliances, and it's the last thing we're gonna do with you guys before we move in.
Yep.
Our kitchen is 99% there.
There's a little trim that has to go back up.
Yeah.
That happens tomorrow.
That's actually like it. So let's get into appliances, and then we'll just do a brief wrap of the other things that we were missing from last time, like wallpaper and our dresser sink. And that's gonna be it, and then we move in.
So yeah, we are 99.9% there. So let's get into it.
Okay, we're gonna start with the ornament piece of the kitchen, which is the range.
Nope, it's a cooktop.
It's cooktop, it's not a range, dang it. We thought about doing a range, and I originally thought, oh my gosh, we have to have a range. I can't wait to have that in the kitchen. It's gonna be so pretty. And then when we started looking at them in store, I was like, I don't know if we're range people. I think we're cooktop, stovetop people. Because we're so tall and the ovens are literally like, to me, it felt like they were on the ground. Anyway, so for us and our lifestyle and what we wanted, we went with this, and I'm really glad we did. I was kind of like nervous about it, but love it. This is 48 inch.
48 inch, yep. It's got a griddle and 6 burners. It has all types of stuff that it can do that we haven't really dove into yet.
Yeah, obviously none of these we've used, so we're not like saying like, oh, we know everything about them. We don't. This is our first impression of them, truthfully. It's a Thermador. I don't know if we said that, which is like a higher end brand. We splurged on Thermador.
This was a must have for me.
Yeah. So he got the stovetop, and then our dishwasher is also Thermador, but we'll get into that in a second. It's got this griddle on it where you can get lots of brands, have lots of options for like griddles like this. The detail that it was the first thing I noticed, and I think it's like a cute little thing, is I don't know what you call that, the burner?
The burner is a star.
It's a star.
And so it actually, the pattern, instead of it being in a circle, it heats faster. And so that's one of the things Thermador is known for, is having the stars. That's your little fun fact.
In the store, I had told the sales lady, I was like, oh, look at those stars. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, they're stars. Some people don't see it, I feel like, but I was like, is it weird that we're gonna have a bunch of stars in our kitchen? But I think it's cute and I like it. Yeah. You don't really notice it as much once the grate's on, but anyway, this is what we went with. I'm excited to give it a shot. I think it's gonna be really great for us.
We did our hood insert, which you'll get a video of it in a minute. It's a 48 inch Faber, and we were able to, it has a higher CFM, so it can pull harder, and it can be higher up in the range. Instead of it being down here, kind of at eye height with me or lower, it was able to go up higher. So we went with that.
We went with that, which is, it's more expensive, but this is obviously the whole ornament piece of the kitchen. It was important for our heights to make sure that this was not at eye level with us.
Because this is at like, I think 80 inches right here. Is that centerpiece? I don't know. I'm 6'5", so whatever.
So you kind of have to jump through a little bit more hoops and a little bit more expense to get the grand scale of like a huge hood like this. But for us, it was important, and I'm very glad that we did it. Yeah, so that's what's on this wall.
You can go over there. Then
we can go over here.
So Thermador double oven. It's a 30-inch wide. It has Bluetooth attachments and all types of things that I don't know if we'll ever use. It can be connected to Wi-Fi.
Well, there is something you can do, which I do think we will use. It has an app that you have to download and whatever, but you can then preheat your oven when you are not home. So you can use your app to preheat or if you're upstairs, wherever you are in the world, you can preheat this oven so that it's ready to use when you walk in the door from a late evening or whatever. Like that, I feel like is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Again, we have not had a Thermador oven before, so I'm excited to give it a shot, but it feels like it has a lot of bells and whistles, so I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
The double oven is obviously in place of having the full range. For our height, I like it that it's eye level with us. You don't have to like really bend down. It's just right here. So I think it'll get a lot of use in this household. That is for sure.
It will. All right, moving on to, you can go to the dishwasher. One of the big reasons we did end up going with Thermador at the end was this was thrown in for free if you bought 2 other pieces. And so it's got your silverware rack above and all types of different things.
Yeah. I mean, it's a dishwasher. I don't know. I think it'll be just fine.
Sure.
Well, maybe we'll do a review when we later on if we hate something, we'll tell you on.
Right.
Over here, beverage cooler.
Frigidaire.
It's Frigidaire, ice maker, KitchenAid. Pretty standard, I guess. There's really nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, nothing special. It just has an ice maker. We haven't got the filter yet, so we've not turned it on. The filter should be in today or tomorrow. That got actually installed today. Every one of our appliances came in messed up, and so we've been chasing it.
Yeah, but they were good about replacing
it was with Ferguson. They were great about replacing them. It was just dense, and it was mainly just dense. It's like somebody drove a forklift through all of them. So,
but I will say, if you're building or renovating, a little piece of advice is to maybe see if there's dents or damages prior to the day you're installing, because these appliances have been sitting in this house for months. They were all wrapped up, perfect condition, which is good.
Well, they looked like they were in perfect.
Yeah, like they were all wrapped up. So we thought, oh, they're great. They're pristine. We're going to keep them safe in their wrapping. Well, it turns out when they're here ready to install, they unwrap it and they're like, oh, this is dented, our bad. We'll take it back and we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Right.
So it's like, maybe make sure everything's good prior to the day you install so that you can like reach out and say, hey, I just unwrapped my refrigerator and it's jacked up.
Right.
So,
it happens.
You know, you live and you learn. Oh, I have one more thing to say about this oven.
So this is our Thermador double oven like Kendall was talking about earlier. When we ordered this, we ordered it, they didn't have it in stock for us to go look at. And so what they showed us a picture of was this. What came was this little gray outline for the glass, except it was everywhere. The only thing that was stainless steel was this handle. And so just be sure you know what you're getting.
Double check that it's
they fixed it and they did great by us. But anyways, this one had to get swapped out too. So
okay, our Frigidaire. Giant.
This is the best bargain refrigerator you can buy.
It's humongous. It is countertop depth, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's not as deep as it could be. There's deeper ones. But
it trims out well with the cabinets and whatnot.
Yeah, it would obviously, if it wasn't countertop depth, it would stick out significant. Everything would else have to pair up with it. So for our kitchen design, we went with this one. It's huge. I mean, gosh.
It's 66 inches combined.
Any bigger,
these are two individual pieces. So you could put this one here and that one over there if you wanted to. So they don't have to be next to each other.
This is like the competitive version of a Sub-Zero.
Right. And so it's just half the price. This refrigerator only comes in a stainless steel finish. You cannot get it with cabinet, like a cabinet coverage. And so that would be your Thermador refrigerators and things like that. You could do that, but this is a third of the price from Thermador. So depending if you're balling on a budget or not, this is a great option for you.
Okay, welcome to our dining room. This has become like my absolute favorite room in this entire house. This wallpaper is insane. It's even better than it looked online, that it looked on the roll. It looks so good up on the walls. The installation was done perfectly. It looks so good. The details on the wallpaper are exceptional. I don't know. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's House of Hackney. Color is sage. The style is Plantasia. It's beautiful. Do you like it?
I do like it.
Everyone who's walked in, even all of the males, like even some of our crew, all the workers have been like, that wallpaper is so good. I'm like, I know. Like, it makes me just so happy. I can't wait to spend lots of time in this room. Sure. There's like more to the wallpaper than I thought there was. There's like
a little lady.
There's a little lady, which I really love that detail. I think it's so pretty. I've said before that it is printed to look like tapestry. So there's a really nice texture. It looks like fabric, even though it's not fabric. It's just a standard wallpaper. Anyway, I'm just so in love with it. That's all.
Yeah, it turned out great. So this is our fireplace. We have, the stone is finally arriving tomorrow. It got delayed because of the pieces of limestone that are getting cut to fit the hearth here. And so all of this will be in Tennessee limestone, and then another limestone that I think is out of Colorado. And so it will run from here down. Basically this arrowed tape will be exposed, but then the rest of it will be stone. And then we're grabbing a hearth from one of the old barns at the farm to put up here. So, well, it's a piece of lumber from one of the barns. I've got a couple barns that have fallen down at the farm. We're going to cut a piece and make it the hearth here. And so we'll put a TV up here, and this is going to be done in like the next 2 or 3 days.
So our kitchen hood is done, except for the trim piece that's missing up top, but it is stuccoed. It's just a finish that looks like stone. You can get it in a lot of different colors. So we chose the color of our cabinets. So it's accessible beige mixed in with a stucco. So it matches really well. It just kind of is like seamless. I think it looks really beautiful. It was finished yesterday, I think. We're missing a few details that we'll add once we move in and get settled. We might put like tile pieces on the shelves just to keep it clean from like oils and stuff, which is what we'll store in these. And spices, a wipeable surface is what I'm hoping for, but that's like, you don't have to do that. You could seal this and it's stain proof, but I don't really trust that. So we're gonna put a tile surface down or something to be able to wipe clean on the shelves. But it looks really good. I love how this turned out. This was something that was like drawn at our cabinet meeting. And so that it's like 99.9% done. It feels really good. Do you like it? I love the way it turned out.
Yeah, I think it turned out great. It's very usable. There's some lights that we had some issues with on either side, but we got those figured out.
We don't have them on right now because they won't turn on.
No, one of them will turn on. The other one came in this afternoon, and I just popped it in there, but the electrician's got to come hook it all up.
But they're really cute.
Because we've got to lower the voltage of it. But our pot filler.
Yeah, we told you guys that it was installed the standard height. However, because I chose one that drops down, it's just a little bit small.
You got about a 12-inch pot.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It'll be used with small stuff, and then if we get really sick of it, if it bothers us, we can always buy this same style of one. It just comes up here. So we'll gain a lot of height. So it does the same design, just up on top. This one, you cannot do it that way. We tried, it doesn't work. So anyway, just like live and you learn situation. This is our tiny little powder bathroom. This is that dresser that we've been DIYing, turning into a sink, and it's done, and I'm obsessed. The only thing that's missing is a final finish on the front. It's stained, it's just not like polyed. So it will be a little bit shiny, it will look a little bit richer, and it will seal the wood, but right now it's just not done because we've been, a mile a minute. But I'll do that when we move in. The Viola marble is stunning. It is a honed piece of marble, so it's that matte finish. It's really gorgeous, which I feel like when you hone it, it makes like the variation of color just pull out. I love this style of
it's got a duck
faucet.
beak.
Yeah, it's got like a little beak on it. I don't know, it's so cute. I love how petite it is. I love how everything just like came together. I think it's such a unique piece, and I'm so proud of it. I'm like, I did it with the help of so many people, but I did it. This is just a sample of wallpaper. I'm not going to do this one, but I've decided that I'd like a smaller pattern, a smaller scale of a pattern in here. So when I live here, we'll just kind of play around with some stuff, figure it out, and maybe install it ourselves or maybe hire someone. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I'm going with something like this in a different color. And then chair rail will be painted. We do have a mirror. Okay, this little 20-inch round mirror is from Amazon. That's what's going on the wall. Just petite. I didn't want anything too crazy with the wallpaper detail. I wanted a very simplistic mirror. I wanted it round because of this shape and this shape. If I did anything different, the styles they were clashing with this shape right here. So I felt like round was probably the easiest and best decision for this. And I don't know, I think it's gonna be cute when it's all up. So we'll have to show you this eventually when it's all done, but it's not done yet. Okay, so update on that DIY beaded trim. I actually found out it's called bobbin trim. So I did the entire island, this side and that side. I love how it turned out. It was really freaking hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was very hard. Just very tedious work. and I'm not even done. I think I'm gonna do every cabinet surface. I just needed a break. So I did the island, and I'm gonna finish it later when when we're moved in and settled. I'm just gonna work on it. But now I've learned a lot about it. So I feel like I'll get a groove and I can do it faster, but I just love it. I think it just adds like a nice little texture, a feminine touch. I'm really glad I did it. In the primary bathroom, we are just about wrapped up with this. The only thing that's missing is we have this like wand that needs to have a holder installed right here, but we're almost done with that. Now we have trim around the whole entire thing. We've spoken before about how we had 2 slabs of this and that was it, not a second minute more of it. So they really had to get creative of how to get this to fit, and I think it looks amazing. It doesn't look like it's not enough anymore, which is really nice. So when you've got a really great fabricator, they can kind of wiggle things around to make them work when there really just isn't enough stone. So I'm really glad that we relied on them to kind of come up with something to fix this. I love it. I love this whole bathroom, but the marble is really like the showstopper. So I'm really glad with how it turned out.
So, moving day tomorrow.
Tomorrow is August the 19th, and we're moving in.
And so that's earlier than my first prediction of like January. You know, I'd said January, but I meant 2026, not 2025.
You did not.
And so, yeah, we're just moving right along, doing good things.
Anyway, so we closed on this house August
29th or 28th.
28th. So almost 1 year, but we didn't actually start the renovation until late November. So truthfully, we got this house done so quick in the grand scheme of like everything we did. We gutted so much more than we thought we were going to.
We had to throw everything away.
Yeah, I mean, we did so much more work than we had originally thought we were going to do. So I'm really proud of us. We got it done in less than a year.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just excited.
Yeah, just real close to a year, but
yeah, just shy of a year.
It took us some time to get everything cleaned up and get everything ready, get the plans together, and then once we started, we kind of went. We still had months worth of delays throughout this project. So
which is normal. That's how it goes. Nothing ever goes as planned. And if you've ever renovated or built a home, then you know exactly how it feels. They'll give you a date, and it'll be 6 months past.
And
that.
luckily, I was the person giving the date, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, still with all of this knowledge, really wrong on the date. But that's okay. But anyway, we'll be in this week. We're so excited.
We'll start doing outside stuff.
Yeah, we have so much more to share, so much more to capture and bring you along with.
This is season 1.
This house is nowhere near done, so we've got a lot more to go over.
We do.
But that's on today. That's it today. We did appliances, we did last little wrap-ups, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah, follow along for more little projects.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe. If you want more of this, please do that, because
it's coming.
It does help us, for sure.
It does. Thanks.